What's up, YouTubers and market participants? Your boy is back. Will of the markets. Bitcoin had a pullback, not a crash, but a pullback, over the weekend, and Coinbase felt that heat today. So that was my best trade, resulting in a positive for the day. Here are the results. So up 39 bucks on 6 trades, and I hit 50%. As you're noticing, we're staying in that 40-50% range so far, which is good because the 40 and 50% is still getting me profits. I don't have to hit every trade. I just have to, when I hit the trade, make sure I do the correct things to keep the trade profitable. And Coin was my best trade, but it was a disaster. I did not execute Coin as well as I should have. And we're gonna get into how it went through and what I should have done better to execute fully on this trade. That will be the last slide, so you can skip to the end if that's what if you're here for. But we will go over the losers first, into the winners, and the account now. My small account challenge is 2182. First play here was Tesla. So Tesla, I kind of was looking for this gap down and looking to fill the gap because Tesla had a gap down on no news. But honestly, after I'm looking at this play, it was easy short. And here's why. So we can kind of go over this. But so I took in on this yellow bar, or the yellow arrows where I added. So on this solid green bar up here, I added at the last part of the bar, so that was good. Had my stop down here on the bar, and I was looking to fill this gap right up here going this way. That was not the case because the 200 moving average is right here. This is all going to be resistance, a kind of a hard area to get through, right? Because you opened up under it. So I went here, tried to go for this, didn't happen, got stomped out here, which was good because it continued to another low. So here's how I should have saw this, right? We had this from here to here. That's the gap down move. From yesterday to today. That is the bar I should have registered in my mind. This is the bottom thirds of that bar. This is the middle. And that is the top. It stayed in the first bottom third of this bar. It stayed in this first bottom third. So what I should have done technically is entered a short at the end of this bar or at the beginning of this bar. But it wasn't even that 20% that would have got me. So honestly, Tesla should have been a no play. I should have just watched this until it played out like how I wanted to play it. I got a little aggressive on it, but it was still a great loss, which is what's the important part, is the risk that you have associated to the plan, you're sticking to it. You're not adding to a loser. You're not doing nothing. This was the play. The play was, I'm going to go from here to here. If it doesn't happen, then we're out. That's simple, right? So after looking back at this and reviewing it, it wasn't a good trade, right? I shouldn't have been trying to fill this gap with all this overhead crap. That was not the move to make. So on to the next. AMD. I jumped the gun here, definitely, and I already see why, because I bought in here. You can see that I bought literally in the first minute and 1 second. And I remember, so that was right here on this yellow candle, or this yellow arrow right here. I remember that because this bar, this was a solid green bar. And I was like, oh yeah, we're going up. Solid green bar off the 800 moving average as it was consolidating. I was like, oh yeah, we're going up. But if I would have just been really patient to wait to the last 20 seconds of this candle, the last 20 seconds would have showed me, oh, that just reversed. So I wouldn't have had a good trade. Came through, boom, went through. Very, very big part. And then, yeah, it was a good loss though. So very, very strong candle to the downside. Very good loss. Because I got out 30 seconds of this candle, so it was somewhere in here. Perfect. Take my loss, move on. Today was a good day with that. I definitely kept moving on after I had all my losses. ARM. Looks like I rushed in here as well. I would have had a better play had I waited. So I entered in on this candle at the high again. But our moving averages are kind of like narrow. They're kind of, that way's the 20, that way's the 200. So, I mean, not really a bad play. So we're above all moving averages. I get in here. Stop is here. I get in on the yellow. Stop is on the white now. Pink. Orange is where I got out. As soon as it broke down from here, out of the play. So the blue. Let's talk about what the blue represents. The blue represents when I should have got in. The reason I'm saying I should have got in on this candle is because this green takes out this red. So this is the red right here at this point in time. All this green, it's a delayed removal, but boom, 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 removed this green. I could have popped in here had I been really seeing the action here. And then from here to here was like a $3 move. So definitely would have made 20% on the contracts. And I would have been out of this play instantly. Got in late, took the loss like a champ. Keep it moving. This is good because we're at 50-50 and we still haven't, we're about to get to the wins, right? So let's see how the wins took over. All right, Nvidia was good. It looks like I sold too soon because I remember this, I didn't have that 150 was not the 20% of the averages of these, right? And that's what got me there. So here's how this play went down. The play was perfectly executed though. Look at this strong green bar from the 200 moving average up, moving averages all here. We're above all of yesterday's data. This is all of yesterday's data. We're right above it. We are perfect. We are good to launch. That is a good sign that we are going higher, right? So boom, jump in here, 2 contracts, put my stop under here, where you got all your moving averages, the bar that we got in on. We pull back 3 candles, that was juicy. Then right here, all red, green eliminates this red, I added. And then my stop, I moved to like right here. And then boom, 1 candle, boom, 2 candles. So I believe in this candle, I sold in the first 10 seconds. And it probably because it went down a little bit and then I got nervous. I sold in the first 10 seconds. I should have waited to the end of the candle. So then at the end of the candle is the 133. So I'm kind of towards the end of that candle. I sell one for 160. Tough out this candle, didn't do much. This pop candle, I took the last contract out. Had I waited, I would have been here. Had I just waited on all of the contracts, this one would have been the first one, that would have been the second one, that would have been the third. And that would have been a perfect gang. The gang probably would have hit the 100 mark, maybe. Because, yeah, the contracts ended up getting up to 200, I believe. So the last one, hopefully I could have gotten that 190, 200 range, right? So it is what it is. Got to stick to the rule. I don't know why. I mean, it was all perfect. This was perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. I just, I don't know. The start of this candle being red freaked me out a little bit, but it really shouldn't have. But it is what it is. On to the next. Qualcomm, very, very good trade. Very solid as well. Looks like I got in a little late, but this candle wasn't really, let's go back. This candle wasn't really showing me strength. So I didn't really it was decent. I mean, I guess it's technically started off, I guess it was a bull 180. It was a bull 180 for on the 1 minute. So the first candle was probably a red candle, and then the next candle just as big as it, bigger than it, gave you the green candle on the 1 minute chart. So honestly, that was a good buy sign. Had I been on the 1 minute chart, that was a good buy sign. So make mental note, Will. These 2 minute candles are 1 minute 180 bull 180s. All right, so right above yesterday's range, perfect. All moving averages going up, perfect. Sign for a great recipe. Should have jumped in here. I didn't. I jumped in here though, which was still the removal of the red. So not a bad entry still. Boom, get in. Stop is here. Boom, one juicy candle here. I said, hey, I'm at my first 20%, took profit. Next candle, I think I was at 30-40%, took the next profit. Or maybe like 30, yeah, higher 30% to lower 40%. I guess I could have, held out through this, but this was already the perfect play. Had I been in here, added here, then this would have been a bigger play overall. But still, nonetheless, really solid. Really solid. Last trade. Oh, the great short, man. I wish I handled this one a little bit better, but I still knocked it out the park, right? So my entry was too early. So this is where I got in on this yellow bar, or this yellow, when am I going to get that right? The yellow arrow into this green bar up here. Because and these are puts, so I'm going down. So entered in here, had my stop up here of this big bar. So this is technically the bar that would have solidified my entry. So I should have been somewhere in here, stop up here. A lot of room for it to wiggle around. I got in later because I saw it all playing out. And this is actually on the 5 minute chart. This is on the 5 minute chart. So I was looking, I found this play later in the day, hence the 10 o'clock, 30 minutes after the open. And I kind of go off the 5 minute chart at that point if I didn't catch it in the opening. Because 5 minutes is going to, 30 minutes have passed, so I can get a little bit more data of what's going on. So this was the 5 minute here. I was seeing this big push down here. I missed this, so I didn't get this. But so I still said, okay, I'm kind of entering the thirds in here. I can put my stop up here. We go up here, and guess what I make the mistake of? I make the mistake of not adding here. This was a clear sign of add. Boom, and I could have moved my stop here, added here, red removing the green, and just patiently waited for all of that to play out. Cool thing about it is I did get out at the low candles here. Boom, boom, boom. Getting rid of all three of them here. Keeping one, so I bought in at 4, keeping one contract till the end. Hopefully I thought we were gonna go here and then continue down to new lows. We did not, where here I added way too early. It was a red bar, and then I added, and then I was like, oh, I'm on the 5 minute chart. So then this all just reverted, and then I should have at that point just canceled the whole trade and got rid of my last 2. But I let it go against me enough. I had enough because I was waiting for the reversal. Out just that 10-15 minutes later, that plays out, right? Is what it is what it is. Now the important thing here, and I should have saw this, I really should have saw this, and this is where I say I got in way too early, a little too early. This shouldn't have been my entry. This should have been my entry. 100%, this should have been my entry with full force power contracts right off the rip here. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that, Will, because here, look at this. This is what happened in the first, let's go ahead and get that. This is what happened in the first 15 minutes, right? First 15, 30 minutes right here. This big move right here. Let's cut it in half. Boom, it's right here. So this move up, back up to the half, was what it was gonna do, which is naturally what it should have done. I got in here a little too early, still played out, didn't add here, and that was my mistake. I really wish I added here. Then this would have played out way better. Still profited. This was just me dilly-dallying. I shouldn't have done this. I think this move here was the easy move, perfect move. Should have gotten aggressive here. I remember looking at it, and I was playing around too. I didn't mark it in. I should have just marketed it in, and because it would have been better. I would have got a bad market deal up here, but down here I still had good opportunities. And here I did not market sell. That's a really important thing with Coinbase is the spreads are like, if you're playing with a stock, the spread is ridiculous, then I would stay away from it first off. And then if you're gonna get into it, just be aware of it. Be aware of it. So boom, boom, boom. That was textbook. I should have had my main entry here, not here, but I still had the right idea, right? Still had the right idea. That is the last of that trade, which that should have resulted in a huge gain, but is what it is. I still got the gain that I got on it, keeping me positive for the day. So moving into this week, I'm still going to be focused on this, and today I knocked it out the park. Don't get caught up in one trade. Last week I was getting caught up too much in one trade, and then I'm babysitting it, I'm holding it, I'm trying to make it work, and then all these other trades are going around next to me, and I missed out on those opportunities, right? Granted, today I should have been a little bit more pickier with the first 3 losses. However, I wasn't fixated on one stock all morning, and I didn't get into a position and feel like, oh, it should have worked out and blah blah blah, added to it, blah blah blah. So today, Monday, completed. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys trade Coinbase as well? I think Coinbase and Tesla were on everybody's radar. Had I been a little bit more patient with Tesla, I would have got the push up, as it's still running up right now, and or a little bit before this recording. But yeah, let me know what you guys traded. Like, comment, subscribe, join the family. Let's all get these small accounts up and become successful day traders. Let's go.